Hi, good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Ninja Watch. You know, my name is Iman. It's a pleasure to have you on this broadcast with me. Come on, please do also like this broadcast. Yes, please like this broadcast as we move. Invite someone. Say hello to someone on the comment section. Hi, Osagbovo. How are you doing? Good morning to you too. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you, Mr. Edo Light Watch. How are you doing? It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for being here. A big shout out to each and every one of you that holds it down with us every day on every broadcast. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful. Okay, so it's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Lagos. And I woke up this morning and I already started saying Merry Christmas in advance. It smells and feels like Christmas already over here. Can you smell Christmas where you are? I'd like to know. The Amatan, the clothes, the cold air, it just smells like Christmas. It looks like Christmas is going to be a beautiful one for us all over the world, especially. And I hope that we Nigerians in Nigeria, we are partakers of the beautiful Christmas that is coming for us. Talking about beautiful Christmas, let's start with the one that is right here. Beautiful morning and a beautiful way to start this broadcast. Mr. Edolite, thank you. God bless you, Edolite Watch. God bless you. 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 It's good to have you on this broadcast. Victor Smart. Yes. Thank you for bringing all that love on here. One love to you too. Good morning to you. Thank you for being on here. If you are just joining us, welcome to our newspaper review. It's going to be interesting. Yes, it's going to be interesting. Do want to like this broadcast? Yes, come on into the broadcast. I've posted the link if you'd like to be on the panelist, if you'd like to, yes, if you'd like to join the conversation, please do also click on the link and be right here with me. Let's dissect the headline news this morning. Okay, to those on the comment section, thank you for being on here. Gabriel Izogi. Good morning to you. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Please do also like this broadcast, please. And remember, we have the chat today. So turn on your notification bell if you are here too. We have the chat today, and it is an interesting topic, rather a topic that each and everyone can relate to. And this is a conversation for the people in this dispensation. Yes, we will be talking about the dynamics, the shifts. We are taking it home. I think for some time now we've been dwelling on the home front, and we are still dwelling on the home front. All right, thank you very much. To my amazing panelists, I say good day to you. Thank you for being on here. Please do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right of the comment section, or you could also support us by doing a direct transaction to our account number that we posted up there shortly. All right, thank you. And also like this broadcast before you click on the link to come into the studio. Please take out time to like the broadcast. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful day, and I'm so excited. I hope you are too. Benson Imafido, how are you doing? It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you for being here. Let's go straight to the dailies of let's go straight into the dailies. All right. Our first paper for today is going to be the Daily Trust. And on Daily Trust, we have FTX exchange collapse, stirs panic as crypto traders seek regulation. Court stops FG from selling Nigeria Air's shares to Ethiopian Airlines. Anambra, I have done my part. It is your turn to deliver, Obi replies Soludo. Nigeria won't sink under my watch, and that's by Tinubu. Pledges to build on Buhari's achievements. Our country needs Tinubu. Hey! Okay. So, oh, apologies. So this is Tinubu and Buhari playing love on top of us. Okay, let's go back here. Mr. Pansat, welcome to the broadcast. Good to have you here, sir. So Nigeria won't sink under my watch, and that's by Tinubu. And by the way, we know they had their unveiling yesterday at Jos. That's why we can see all of these comments. And here we have pledges to build on Buhari's achievements. And goes on to say, our country needs Tinubu, that's by the president. Says why Northerners should vote Jagaban, and that's by El Rufai. And Siwaju's gaff on God bless PDP prophetic, and that's by PDP. All right, we have here world's population is 8 billion, and to that, Nigeria's contribution to that 8 billion is 2.5%. 2.5%. Fire got store at Kano's Singer Market. Clergyman defiles 2 sisters in Ogun, impregnates 1. All right. Okay, that's as much. I don't know why I was looking for more stories on. I don't know why I was looking for more stories on there. Hello to you, Skystream Media. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right. Cut stops. Now, this is a story that has been going on for quite some time now. The Ethiopian Airlines. You're wondering why a Nigerian carrier, will be partnering with Ethiopian Airlines. Now, the federal government, the aviation minister has come out to. There's a press release to that, saying that. They invited local airlines to participate or to work with the federal government on the Nigerian air deal, but they turned down that offer. Now, we are not seeing the whole 9 yards, right, of the offer that was given to them for them to turn it down. From Asman, Arik, everybody turned down the offer. It was Ethiopian Airlines that picked it up, and now, interestingly, local airlines came out to say that they should discontinue with the deal because they got findings or informations that the aviation minister, is connected to the Ethiopian Airlines, or is that deal is going back to him. And it looks like, when the people stands or when the people speaks, then the court, something is done about it. And it's amazing. And it's good to see that the court has stopped the federal government from selling the Nigerian air shares to Ethiopian Airlines. That's good to know. But let's see how this story further travels. As we know, the court's verdict lately doesn't play out to be what it should be. So let's see how this plays out nonetheless. All right, and talking about on Anambra, Peter Obi has replied Soludo, amongst other things that he said. The catchy one here is, I have done my part. He said, I, as a trader, I have done my part. And you, as a professor, come and do your own part. Anyway, this campaign season just keeps getting interesting. And to think that, while we are dealing with this, I think while we are dealing with this, Tinubu and Buhari and El Rufai, oh dear. The same Tinubu that said all of the things that he said that Buhari was going to do and Buhari did, Buhari ended up fulfilling none of them. It's the same mouth he used in promising, as the same mouth he has used to come and say that Nigeria won't sink on that is what. How are we sure that it's not the very opposite of the things that he's telling us, as he did some years back, pledging for Buhari is what is going to happen? And this same Buhari is the one coming out to say our country needs Tinubu. All right. I wish I caught the reactions of Nigerians regarding this for us to take, but fortunately, I do not have the reactions of Nigeria concerning this. But of course, Nigerians reacted to. Okay, let's get to that news. Yes, we've taken as many. Okay, the clergyman story. So a prophet from cherubim and seraphim. Yeah. Church, a prophet who has his apartment in the church space. The girls recount that every time they go for vigil, the prophet will ask them to go to his house and stay, and afterwards he would go to them, give them something to lick, and they sleep off. And now the parents only got to know when the sister, the 16-year-old, got pregnant, and they got to know, okay, it is this prophet, and they got to know how he operates. Sadly for this family, their daughters, the 16-year-old and the younger one, 13-year-old, has been molested by this prophet severally. One of them is pregnant, the older one, the other one isn't, but doesn't make the story any easier for the family. The prophet has been arrested by the police, and we trust the law to carry out its right judgment on this case. All right, that's as much as we have on the story. We'll quickly move on to let's see the next story we have here. We have the Punch. If you're just joining us, welcome to our newspaper review. I hope it's a good thing going for you. All right, please do also like this broadcast. Thank you very much, and I beg, try to support us too today. Thank you very much. On the just above the nameplate, we have Soludo's position doesn't reflect Southeast stand, and that's by Obi. Can meet Tinubu Atiku Obi today. Court halts Nigeria Air. Minister says project unstoppable. Hey, minister is saying that. I was just saying in the previous paper that let's see how this goes, and here you have it that the Minister of Aviation is. This is the same person that is fingered that he has a deal, that the contract is going back to him as the airline is set to be. Oh dear. Let's see if. Let's see. I'll be bringing more and more of this story. I think it's about time we call out for the exit of the people that does not respect, the rule of courts, does not respect the verdicts of courts. We need to start looking at those people and just yank them off positions, because I don't see why one person will sit here by the reason of his office and think it's bigger than the entire law of the land. Even the president is doing this, and his ministers are doing this, and this is the same people that sat down somewhere to cook up huge severance package for themselves, the biggest ever. They are not deserving of it. Exposed criminals on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, IG tells communities. Tinubu campaign, VIPs eat plateau with 30 private chartered jets. Tinubu promises to neutralize terrorists, criminals, and assures supporters no election winner will be denied mandate irrespective of party. And that's by Buhari. President gives Tinubu flag. Lagos lawmaker slums dies after rally. Ngige 8 ASU responsible for half pay, and that's by lecturers. Diri carpets minister for downplaying Bayelsa flood. BDC operators kidnap colleagues' 8-year-old child in Lagos. Nigeria's population hits 216 million. Now, remember that they said they were going to carry out a mock census, and please, let's have a very conversational broadcast this morning. So, if you remember me bringing a thing to you, please kindly say something on the comment section. Please, let's follow each other. Please. I want to be sure that my time on here does not get wasted. You hear me when I talk or when I bring the news on here. I take out time to bring this news on here. So I appreciate if we have, a conversational one this morning. So sometime last month, I brought the news on here that there'll be mock census before the general election. And they've been calling out to places where the IPOB have said that there's a sit at home, places where they have all of that, and they said that they should allow them carry out this mock census. There's been plea and all of that. Now, it was also in the news that this census has been done, and they used trillions of naira to do this census. Now, that is not the question. You people back home, or those listening to me, was there any census carried out in your area? Because none was carried out in my area. I've had to call different people that stays in Lagos, none carried out in their area. So if you have people back home, you have people anywhere in Nigeria, and please ask, let's know if census was carried out in their area. Where did they do the census? How did they go about it? Where is the data? How did they use the millions of naira that was projected for mock census? How did they go about it? And how did they come about 216 million population? How did they come about that? Nothing is being said. All of this is, nobody is saying nothing. These people are not doing their job. They just sit down and add or minus. Did they count the people? At what point did they do the census? Because people are still dying from the flood. So people are dying from the flood, and they went on ahead to count with what is happening right now. Good morning to you too, Ozigbe Wilfred. Thank you for being here. Dearest Mommy Diaspora, thank you for being here. Okay, and this story that has the BDC operators kidnap colleague's 8-year-old daughter. Sadly for them, the boy remembers them, and the boy, shared his ordeal with the police, and that's how they picked up the 6 colleagues. This child was kidnapped. This 8-year-old child was kidnapped for 3 days. They bound the hands and the feet of this child and they kept the child in a sack. These are colleagues of the kidnapped father. These are people that even after they did it, the father was still meeting them at their place of work, demanding ransom, unknown to him that these are the people. The child came out and could remember their faces, and that's how the child picked these people. The wickedness being carried out by both our leaders and even the citizens, it's unmatched. It's like there's a competition of the most wicked person. All right, the several places yesterday saw the lecturers with placards, and we had people from joint civil association, even students also joined in the protest, asking for, asking that the council did no work, no pay, and some are calling out Ngige, saying that Ngige hates ASU. Ngige is one that instigated the no work, no pay policy, that Ngige is behind their woes, and that they are the kingmakers, that they make politicians. And but really we need to look into, we really need to talk about this. I think that teachers, lecturers, professors, they should be mightily paid, because these are the kingmakers, these are future molders, so they should be well paid. Wow. Okay, the IGP has met with the communities and has begged, had a talk with them, saying to them that they should call out the criminals in the area. That these people, they run into the bush, but they don't live in the bush. They run into the bush and they go into their separate communities. And these are people that are known in the area, and that when they know anybody who is into even petty stealing and all of that, that they should hand them over to the police, because this is how we start. It just goes on to say that the society is just decaying by the minute. People are now, boys on the street are now gathering themselves together to begin to kidnap people, to begin to steal. Friends are coming together to rip their parents. If they rip their parents today, they take turns in kidnapping themselves and ripping their parents. Who's going to be left? It's going to be you and I. It's going to be these same politicians, their children. And because when they land at the airport, maybe they'll still enter. Or do they have helipads in all of their buildings? They all don't have helipad now. They will still land at the airport and use convoy. Then we'll still carry them. So these things that we are not talking about today, this will meet us in front tomorrow. Well, the IGP is calling on communities to do well in the arrest of these criminals. And Adams is also, Gani Adams is also, telling the police, the IGP, the police, that let OPC be up and running. That OPC in 2-3 weeks, they'll push out all the kidnappers, all the terrorists that are in the bush, that they will push them out, that they should work with OPC and of course with communities, and that everywhere in the world that insecurity is not tackled by just security personnel, that it is everybody's job. So as the police would say, if you see something, please do well to say something. All right, we've taken as much story as we have on here on we've taken as much story as we have on here. So we have the likes of Ndigbo, and there's this Ohaneze, Ndigbe and Ohaneze. They've come out and they are, they are trash talking, and they've given a piece. No, that's more than a piece that they've given to Soludo, much more than a piece. And a lot of things are coming out. And aside from the Ndigbo or Ohaneze and the southeastern people calling out Soludo, I think he has just brought upon the torchlight, the gaze of the entire nation upon him, looking at him and what is, he has just brought the touch upon him, and I hope it does better and it sits right where right now. So posterity will remember him. Else, people are waiting for him in front. All right, we'll move on to another paper. We have Tribune. Let's take Tribune. But if you're just joining us, welcome to this broadcast. Please take our time to like the broadcast as we go, and also invite, share. Let's dig into the dailies together. Please join me. Thank you very much. All right, on Tribune, we have here Obi Labour Party replies Soludo. And here we have my restructuring agenda is to make government more efficient. That's by Atiku. Kogi wins World Bank's Fiscal Transparency Revenue Mobilization Awards. Kogi has been in the news for good things. I just hope, I just hope all of this reflects on our nation. It shouldn't just be something for the papers. Kyari canvasses flexible energy transition for Nigeria and others. Court stops Nigeria Air Ethiopian airline deal. Soaring food prices push inflation rate to 21.09%, and this is a 17-year high. That is to say, for in over 17 years, we've not gotten our food prices, inflation had not gotten to this point. I remember sometime in August, this was 17, it was 17.2, 17.5. Every week, it just kept increasing. And there were predictions that by 2023, that it's going to be worse than this. If now we are getting to 21 points, by December, we hopefully shouldn't be looking at 25%, because that's a terrible much. That's a terrible much. Here we have NBS blames disruption in food supply, currency depreciation. And here we have prices of gas, liquid fuel, air transport record highest increases. In a nutshell, everything. In a nutshell, this government have failed to put anything right. As we have here on Tribune, prices of gas, liquid fuel, air transport record highest, everything. Food, we are talking about food is reaching its all-time highest. We're talking about fuel, we're talking about liquid fuel, we're talking about price of gas, we are talking about transportation, land, sea, air, everything. I think the only thing that is affordable right now is just to breathe. There's not, now you can't buy anything for, I don't know why the currency 5 naira is even still in existence, because you can't buy anything for 5 naira, you can't buy anything for 10 naira, you can't buy anything for 15 naira. The least you can buy in Nigeria is 20, and that is pure water. Pure water, that is the least you can buy. And so we've come to this place as a country where somebody cannot just give you a sachet of water. You're thirsty, you're on the road, you are collapsing, you're passing out, somebody just buys water for you to drink. No. And you expect us to be showing love to each other. How is that supposed to be love in a country like this? Look at what people plotted against their fellow colleagues to go and kidnap the son of their colleague just so that they will collect money. Children are not, let me not say children, let me not generalize it. Yeah, the news was brought where Emmanuel by name kidnapped himself. Him and his friends played Emmanuel's father and told Emmanuel's father to bring the sum of 1 million naira. Meanwhile, Emmanuel was chilling somewhere with his friends. The police are coming out to say the people robbing are from communities, that people should give out people that steals, all those petty stealing. That it is from there that they go into big time crime. So they should start bringing out all of these people, arresting them. Is that the way out? Should we not have a thriving economy? Should I not say I want to go into pure water business and hope that tomorrow there's a tomorrow and I should start from pure water business? Tomorrow I could go to bottled water. Tomorrow I could go into producing my own water. People cannot even sit down and plan themselves because of how the country is. And this is the same Buhari that is telling us that the country needs Tinubu. This is the same Tinubu, a presidential candidate, strongly campaigning. The same Tinubu that promised us heaven and earth that Buhari was going to do. It is still the same Buhari and Tinubu that are playing love with Nigerians. This one say, vote, our country needs Tinubu. This one say, I will not let Nigeria sink in my hand. So you know that Nigeria is sinking. Also, APC, you people know that Nigeria is sinking. Amazing. And then you have the judicial system. The court will give a verdict. Man will stay. Look at the court stops Nigerian Air and the Ethiopia deal from going on. But the minister of aviation is coming out to say that nothing is going to stop the deal. Nothing can stop the deal. This is the same minister who is finger to own the airline. Now only when they give una self contracts. right, let's see what other story that we have on here. We've taken all the stories. Most of them are intertwined with the other papers, but we've taken as much as we can on here. Our last paper for today is going to be The Sun. On the Daily Sun, we have Obi eats back at Soludo, says Anambra governor being sponsored to bring down our candidates. LP alleges. He is right. LP candidates' aspiration will impact negatively on Igbo PDP. You people, PDP, you people, well done. Yeah, we have Kogi. Big ups to Kogi. Kogi wins World Bank's Fiscal Transparency Revenue Mobilization Award. If you want more of the story, check out page 21. Nobody should die for Atiku, Tinubu, or Obi and others. And that's from Kuka. Catholic Knights to deliberate on roles of churches ahead of elections. We are not insensitive to security challenges on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. IGP. Naseni asks NUBTE to review entrepreneurship curriculum in higher institutions. Kayari canvasses flexible energy transition for Nigeria and others. Inflation hits 21.09 in October as food prices soar. Okay. So this cannot be okay. This is for October, so we should be getting ready to know what the statistics is saying in November. So this 21.09 is from last month's record. Here we have we will ensure Tinubu's victory, pledged Buhari, Lawan, and Adamu. And now APC candidates. Still Tinubu says hope is back. Nigeria will be well. So this is the first time people are coming to agree that APC has failed Nigeria. So you know that hope is lost. Okay, so you people know that there's no hope. You people have killed the hopes of Nigerians. You people have darkened the sun. Obviously, this is Tinubu still saying that hope is back. So you are the hope? Okay, so you know that Soludo has failed us, and now you are the hope to redeem Nigeria. Also, you know that Buhari has failed us, and you are the hope to redeem Nigeria. The same you that promised us Buhari. Wow, amazing. And Nigerians even saying this. Nigeria will be well. If Nigeria is okay, why should we be well? I mean, these are comments. We remember when Buhari said that he's taking Nigeria from top to bottom. We laughed. We're making skits with it. We're laughing about it. And now another person is coming out to say that Nigeria will be a hope. Hope is back. Are we going to take this word, or we are going to say Sophia Kwan, we are going to run? Mr. Pansat.
Hello, Emma. How are you?
Mr. Pansat, I don't know how I am.
Don't worry. You're going to be okay. Let me use the first opportunity to greet Mommy Diaspora, all our obedience in the comment section. And then, of course, to my fellow panelists, Collins and Mr. Machiavelli. By the way, Mr. Machiavelli, I'm very proud of you today. I watched you over at the other forum, and you went tolerating Evo today. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, brother.
Mr. Alex, it's very, very good to see you. I believe that all listeners are in for a treat. Mr. Alex is an orator, and he knows he's a great patriot. Now, of course, to our glamorous moderator, the beauty, the allure, the elegance. Now, I'm way older than you, but I can still tell the truth, right? And the charisma. You're fascinating, seductive, attractive, enchanting, captivating, and of course, a mystique that goes with all women. So let me just start off with that one.
Yes, Pastor, I feel better now. Thank you. I feel better.
Then you are in for a treat, because Normally, why I remain popular is that I promised my people the moon, but I deliver the sun. Let us first not be distracted. There are so many issues. You've put out a lot of stories. Even just on the screen right now, you could see all those stories. They are very interesting and very important. But let me not be distracted by any of those. Let's talk about our principal, like Mr. Elvis calls him, Governor Peter Obi. All right. Two questions we're going to have to ask. In this coming 2023, who should we vote for? And then what should we do starting from today? So the first part is simple. That one is simple. For openers, Peter Obi has transformed the political dialogue within this country. You don't push his agenda to the forefront of our larger discussion. That's not an easy feat. Now, of course, the impetus is his unrelenting focus on two broad areas. He doesn't get distracted, hate, talk nonsense. He has an unrelenting focusing on two broad areas of our national dysfunction: the corrosive corruption in our country. He believes there's a lot of money there that needs to be rescued. And to the degree which our politics are bets rather than ameliorate the economic inequality and dislocation, which is killing off our collective sense of opportunity and hope in Nigeria. That is the first part. It's a simple part. But there is no Nigerian today who doesn't understand that Peter Obi is one of the most transparent and ethical persons you can find in Nigeria today. He don't remain so through his entire political career. No be new thing. He's scandal-free, no controversy. And I believe, say, this is the main reason why everybody like him. Even those who don't want to vote for him, they go say they like him. So going by that, we know, say, he go restore dignity for our country. Now, even if that's the only thing he do, that's enough to vote for him, especially considering his opponents in this campaign. He will restore dignity to our country. He will tackle corruption. You know, all the time when we talk about Peter Obi, he has a running mate. Dirty. Look into Dirty. Look into Dirty, because the two, first of all, Obi bring his own thing. Dirty bring his own thing. Then the combination come bring his own thing. There are three things. He understands that they need to tackle corruption head on. Both of them. Nobody wants to be associated with a leader who is not ready to fight corruption. That Tinubu go fight corruption. That Tiku go fight corruption. The thing with America, we say, if you come through America, both of them have come through this America. If you're corrupt, they're going to catch you. And it's been the record. You cannot buy yourself out of it. America has its own problems, that's true. They have racism, they have all kinds of things in America. But if any of these corporates, Tinubu, Atiku, come through America, you go there for record what they do here. Obi don't come through America, you don't come through Britain, our other problem, which is Britain. So bribery and extortion are the two terrible symptoms with the disease called corruption for Nigeria. If Peter Obi is the president and Baba Ahmed is the vice president, they will take care of this. They will eradicate this problem, this scourge. And they will make sure that those responsible for the mess are brought to book. I can tell you that. During the campaign, that's not what you're going to be touting. I'm going to do this, because it's like, we need to grow the economy. We need to have power. So they're not actually talking about the tangents, which some of us really want them to talk about. Peter Obi is a widely successful entrepreneur. So is his running mate. Obi, he gets track record for building a successful businesses, making money for himself and his partners. Right? Yeah, chairman of Fidelity Bank before leaving the position to enter politics. Brought in thousands of jobs to boost the Anambra economy. It's there. Go and verify, like in the talk. We laugh and we like that kind of mannerism. It's good. He will create more jobs for Nigerians. And he has the support of the people. His primary appeal lies in the fact that he's a common man. Nobody's going to doubt that. He's a common man. He's not a member of the elite. First of all, that's huge too. So he's got the platform. I know we have other people here we want to talk. So a lot of the things I want to talk about is to concentrate on, keep our eye on the ball. We have a winner here, a Nigerian. So I can't wait to hear several orators here, Collins, Machiavelli, Alex. So instead of me going on and on, I'll reserve it. And of course, my brother Van Maestro is just coming in here. You're welcome. Thank you, Emma. I would wait for my second round.
All right, Mr. Pansat. Mr. Collins.
Sister Emma.
Yes, Mr. Collins, how are you doing? Good day, welcome. Please, let's have you.
I'm fine. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Pansat. Good morning, Macvellen. Good morning, Mr. Alex. Good morning, everyone that is here. Emma, I just want to say something. You just kid the Igbo people with the name you are calling Ndigbo.
Hey.
They are just calling Ndigba. What are you calling? You just murder the name.
Mr. Collins, I tried now. Ndigbo. Ohaneze. You teach me on the charts today. You teach me on the charts today.
Okay. Call Ohaneze. That Ndigbo is too strong for you. That one is too much for you. Well, thank you so much for having me. I think Mr. Pansat have said everything.
I did well.
Yeah, I think Mr. Pansat have said everything I want to say. He made a very good point on that. Looking at the way Nigeria is, and I don't think there is anything that will stop Nigeria for choosing wisely, because now we have somebody we can be able to say, okay, we can hold you if things didn't go well as we planned. We have chance to hold somebody. So, okay, you promised us this, you said this, so we're going to hold you for what he said. So, and Peter Obi is that kind of person that when he says something, I think not that he's going to do 90%, 100% of, but if somebody promised you something and did like 80%, that person have tried. So at least we will continue from there. So Obi ticket and the Dati ticket, I think that is the best ticket that any Nigeria can hope for at this moment now. Then moving forward, we can now begin to aspire more. But for now, when you look at the whole people coming to this election, apart from the money it comes to the main people, I think Obi and that ticket is exception from others. So I think Nigeria is going to vote wisely. And what happened in Jos yesterday have shown people that you can't continue deceiving people. APC have taken people for granted. Nigerians even is like when you see PDP, they have taken Nigeria for right. They can't continue every time. They keep running on the same thing. They keep promising us. You know, when it comes to politics in Nigeria, they only run on 2 things or 3 things. Will be the good school, good road, good electricity. Come 2027 again, they will still run on that the same campaign, that the same topic. So we can't continue this topic. This topic have been in political domain for like more than since 1999. Electricity, good road, health. Until today, we still yelling for those things that Nigerian politicians have been campaigning on. And I believe with Peter Obi, if you watch the way he be speaking with passion, because one thing you have to see in all these people that are speaking, look at the passion. You know, when he speak with passion. That shows you he feel the pain that Nigerians are feeling, because he believes he is part of us. So he understands how things are being done, because he worked for him before he get to this political level he is now. He start from scratch. Not like all these politicians you see in Nigeria, all of them start from politics, they become rich. It's only in Nigeria when you come that the politicians are richer than the business people. So those things only happen in Nigeria. Other part of the country, the business people are more richer. They control the how politicians move. But in Nigeria, politicians control the business people. So that is the area we find ourselves. And when you look at what happened, I think what happened in Jos is an example that this is what APC is going to get almost all part of the country. They are going to see this is the same thing that is going to happen all the whole part of the country. People are going to stone APC. Just one is just like a part one. I think a lot of things are going to happen. And the concern Soludo, not only the Ohanese, there are so many Igbo groups that have come to condemn what Soludo said about Peter Obi. And I think Soludo will not make, for me, Soludo career he just ended his career. Soludo just ended his career. He's just trying to find a way to maybe to twist talk or to say something that maybe people know. Soludo have killed his political career. When you see people kill their political career, Soludo have just killed his political career. And I think he's only going to do one turn in Anambra because he's going to do one turn because by the grace of God, Peter will become a president. When Peter will become a president, then I believe there will be a Labour Party in Anambra that will challenge Soludo, which I know that Soludo is not going to even run in the. He's going to decamp from the Apoga because when you see the body language, you don't see like somebody that is going to stay in that Apoga. He's going to decamp and move to PDP because he's a PDP man. So when you see all these things that happen in Nigeria, will show you that Nigerians are waking up. Nigerians, a lot of people have waking up with the things that happen in Nigeria, and Peter Obi addressed that issue. I think Peter Obi addressed it perfectly. He just answered the question. He answered it very well. So for me, all the whole thing that is happening in Nigeria shows that we are moving in the right direction, and we should do more because people are at least do more. And the way the people are taking this campaign to, I saw a video yesterday in that a video in Jigawa or somewhere.
Mr. Collins, please wrap up your submission, please.
Okay. So I saw a video yesterday in Jigawa. People are doing a local campaign. They were campaigning for Peter Obi. There is a lot of people sitting down in that place. So I think people are doing well. I want to see more on that, and I believe that by the special grace of God, the campaign will go through. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much for that. We have a full house in here, so we'll just be moving swiftly with our panelists. Thank you to each and every one of you on here. So those on the comment section, please drop your submission on here. You know that it's being looked at. Thank you very much. And if you are just joining us, if you are yet to like this broadcast, now is a good time. Please take out time to like this broadcast, I beg. Thank you. And also support us by clicking on the $ to the right on the comment section, please. Thank you very much. Mr. Machiavelli.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Ima. Thank you, and good morning to you. Yeah, good morning to everyone, and to all my panelists, to all my friends who are here on Nigeria Watch Family, and also to the concerned citizen. First of all, I have to salute to the brave men and women, young and old, who has, put themselves forward to deliver what democracy is all about for Nigeria. I felt the need to come in here today to thank you all for all you're doing, to take out from your work, anything you're doing to make sure that you encourage and give hope to those Nigerians who were left for nothing. First of all, I have to say from here, thank you. And may God bless you. You continue to do more. And may God give you the strength. Now, here's my take. When you read the papers, it says that the court has put a stop to the Nigerians selling the share to the Ethiopian airline. And one of the minister of aviation has said and reiterated that nobody can stop it, and it's still going to go on. Now, this is a democracy. This is the way the Constitution says. We need to respect the organs of government, which are the three organs: the executive, the judiciary, the legislative, and the judiciary. Now, the judiciary has issued, these are the organ that is responsible for interpreting the law to the citizen. They have just said, they have just given a verdict, and a minister who does not even have anything in the Constitution to stop anything that has been affected by these three arms. Now, you can now see how our democracy is not right. You can now see, Nigerians, where are we heading to? A minister that was appointed, he was not even voted or even elected by the citizens. He was appointed. Now he's telling the court, no. So you see that our democracy is in jeopardy. We need to stand tall. And as well, Mr. Buhari, he said, it's in your paper, we will do all it takes to ensure that their flag bearer, which is Ahmed Bola Tinubu, wins. It shows Nigerians go back again. This is a sitting precedent. We will ensure, their own party, we will ensure, we'll make sure we deliver. It is not Nigerian. He was not saying Nigerian, but this is the same president who was in the United Nations, telling the world leaders that he was going to deliver a free and fair election to Nigeria. Now, what do you take of this? It is their own, not for you, only for them, and never for you. How? Who made us like this? How did we come here? And this is the same Bola Tinubu who is saying that under his watch, Nigeria will not sink. But you know Nigeria is sinking because the political party you brought in, campaigning for them, you guys brought shame. It will not sink. And you've told us that you were going to deliver on the same thing that your predecessor is about to do. That is already doing, sorry. That you are going to build on that. Now, tell me what this current administration has done for Nigeria. Let's start from here. Infrastructure, the answer is zero. Economy, the answer is zero. Look at our interest rate. Look at inflation. Security, the answer is zero. Education, the answer is zero. Now name every sector of the Nigerian economy today. The answer is completely zero. So you mean if you are going to build on the same legacy, it means that we are just seeing a tip. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Yet the more is yet to come. Then this is my question to them. Is that the same democracy we all read about? So where is the people now? This is another thing. And you have someone who said, I will deliver for you. Hold me accountable, hold me responsible for anything that you see other political parties are saying, no, he cannot do it. He's too small. He does not have the power. He makes noise. Is that the same democracy you guys want that you're trying to interpret to us? No, because you have pushed the Nigerian to one corner. You let them know that there's only two parties that exist in that country. And if it's not this, it's this. But you keep using the same rhetoric that nobody can do it except you guys. That is a government of oligarchy. That is not a true democracy. Because in a true democracy, it is the people, the electorate, the citizens who determines or who tells anyone that this is the right person they want to put there to lead them. But not you now telling us. So you guys are not giving us a proper democracy. You are giving us an indoctrination to actually enslave us. And we should continue the enslavement. It's not going to be nice. I want the Nigerian people to think about it so that we know where we're heading to in 2023. Is this a paradise or is an Armageddon? Nigerians have that to answer. And if you look at what is happening now, they went to Jos in Plateau State to flag up their campaign. But yet, Mr. President is yet to finish to see the people who are the flood victim who are suffering right now. But he told his minister to give him at least to go and find out how they can deal with it and bring a result to him in another 90 days, in 3 months' time.
Mr. Machiavelli?
Yeah.
Please, Kindly wrap up your round off your submission, please.
Yeah, I'll wrap up like this. Nigerians, what kind of a system do we want? Do we want a system of justice, fairness, and transparency? Or we want a country of oligarchy, a government run by the rich, just for themselves and also for their clonings? Nigerians, think about that. Thank you for having me, and may God bless you all.
Amen. Thank you very, very much for that, Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you to each and every one of you in the comment section. I see your comments. Thank you for being here. Please do what to like this broadcast as we go. Please take our time to like this broadcast, like this broadcast, and also do what to support us by clicking on the dollar sign. Please send a super chat or a super sticker. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Alex, it's a beautiful day, and I welcome you to the broadcast.
Good morning, Emma. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yes. I greet my fellow panelists. I greet the owner of the platform and the technical crew. I greet viewers worldwide and those on the comment section. When I said 1 year ago that a time will come that Nigerians are going to start going physical on politicians, people came on me on this platform. They called me all sorts of names, that I'm violent, I'm cantankerous, I am a recalcitrant person, I am the violent person, I'm a doomsday prophet. They called me all sorts of names. I had a lot of nomenclature. Did it happen in just? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not what you want. When I said if Edo's, because at the height of the Fulani killings in Edo State, I was the only person or the first person to say, whenever Edo people see Obaseki, they should stone him, either with bottled water or with stones. People almost hate me raw. When you came to contest for votes, you came to beg, you lied to the citizens. What did you expect? You think they are going to be watching you forever? Let me tell you, we are at the height of wickedness in Nigeria. As far as I'm concerned, for me, Tinubu Ahmed Bola Tinubu should be arrested. These guys don't deserve to work as human beings. Do you know this? Do you know the poverty they've meted on Nigerians? Do you know the evil, the party they produced? He boasted that him and his team produced. Do you know the poverty? Do you know the insecurity they've unleashed intentionally on Nigerians? Do you know the brain drain that they've unleashed on this country? Thousands of our able-bodied men, just like the slave trade, they've brought about another imperialistic slave trade, another emancipation of Nigerians into the Western world. Nigerians are busy contributing to the nation building of different countries of the world at the expense of this bleeding country called Nigeria. Tinubu and his cohorts should be arrested. They should be beaten up whenever they are seen in the public. Should APC come to you for campaign, beat them up, because our people are being killed on a daily basis. They are being murdered on a daily basis. 80% of Nigerian military strength are in the southeast looking for what I don't know. They let the whole country, lose with Fulani killers to be killing farmers, raping women, and you are coming for campaign. How dare you come back for campaign? What story are you coming to tell us again? So for me, this is just the beginning, guys. It's not what you want. You don't need to hear what you want to hear now. You have to hear the truth. When pushed to the wall, even a goat can bite. The much awaited, the much predicted second civil war is coming. If they mess up with Peter Obi's election, who obviously is already, all the odds are in his favor, which Nigerians are all aware of. They are waiting. The only trigger that will trigger that civil war is if Obi is robbed of that election next year. Kiss Nigeria goodbye. There's going to be a massive bombastic activities, bloodshed, not of civilians, but of these wicked politicians. The airport is going to be rounded up. All the borders that you think are porous are going to be blocked. No politician is going to leave this country. We all die here together. So these guys are expressing anger, that frustration, that anger. Youth will leave school, technical school, university. There is no job. There is no electricity to even start a small scale business. There are no loans for these people. There is no future. The future is bleak. Nigerians are not living; they are just existing. And the party that brought this evil on the whole country is coming back again for votes. Just has told us what we should expect. They've just given us a preamble of what APC is going to, see. Not just APC, even PDP. PDP killed this country, but APC is burying the country. So they have no moral right to come and campaign. It's going to get worse, my dear brothers and sisters. Everybody should get ready. Either the country burn to ashes, so that everybody can rest, or they sit down and have a national confab again, so that we can discuss our coming together. One side of the country cannot be ripping off the whole nation. People are tired. People are suffering. Go to Libya now, you see Nigerians are stranded. Thousands. Go to Beirut. You see them stranded. Even in the UK. UK is even planning how to start deporting them now. Italy is planning massive deportation of Nigerians. The whole world are tired of Nigerians because of the massive exodus orchestrated by wicked politics, by wicked men. I've never seen where leaders will just hate their own citizens for nothing. This is what Ojukwu saw in 1967, and he declared a Republic of Biafra. Everything is every element, all the causes of that declaration are still at work. You see the tribalism, the nepotism, you see the massive corruption, you see leaders amassing wealth. I'm hearing Soludo less than 100 days in power has already borrowed 100 billion naira. What has he done in 3 months to borrow 100 billion naira? So these guys just see us, they see Nigeria as a political business circle. It just keeps happening. We don't have anybody among them who want to make a difference. Nobody is inspired by books about Nelson Mandela, books about Che Guevara, books about Fidel Castro, books about this guy they call the bad man, Muammar Gaddafi. So my point is this: we are going to see worse things in different parts of the country, especially on PDP and this ruling party. Nigerians are suffering. They don't want to see these parties. I'm very happy. My own predictions are coming to pass. Guys, get ready. Try to buy food. Get something to defend yourself. It's going to happen. It's coming. Unless it will be wins and it calls for a healing. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your submission. That's a whole lot of loading. While we, mind your watch over here, we do not stand for violence. We are not here to incite violence. We are here for the oneness and for the betterment of our country. So please, to my amiable panelists, please do also consider that in your submissions, please. Thank you very much. We do not call for violence. We do not call for violence. But that is also not to water down your submission, Mr. Alex. I can tell from your submission that you are based in Nigeria. Am I wrong? Mr. Alex? Okay, all right. From your submissions, I can tell.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Alex.
Yes, Benin. Nigeria was not in Plateau yesterday or last 2 days. No, Nigeria don't need to support violence. Violence is already everywhere. Deborah was killed without justice.
That's why I said not to water down your submission.
I know, Ima. I'm with you. Yes, I'm with you, ma.
You are saying what is happening in the country. You are saying it, and that's why if you started this broadcast with me from the start, I couldn't even finish reading the papers. Mr. Pansat had to take over from me because I couldn't finish it. So that's why I say you are reporting live from ground, because you have to be here every day seeing this madness and menace for you to stand this way. But that's notwithstanding. But that's the truth, everybody. Well, we know that the military
he did not advocate violence at all. I listened to the speech And I agree with him 100%. He never advocated violence. He's saying, if you rig the election, then we're not going to let you. Now, what is violent about that? Or if you go killing our people in the farms or kidnapping our girls in the secondary school. Okay, so we're not all obese. We're Nigerians, and we're not going to be like obese.
If we can't, okay, we're saying to people to get harmed, right? That's inciting violence because it is against what harm? The presidency are refusing to give license for corporate bodies.
So if somebody's coming to kill you, you just fold your hands, Kati. Fulani are coming to kill you, right? Do you know the whole nation is not safe just now?
Mr. Alex, it was still same you when I was asking. No, don't mute your mic. Let's have this conversation, Mr. Alex. It was still same you. I said, what the people being right are worried. What are they going to do? We are looking at state by state. Other states, you have like IPOB that dare to defend their state. You have all of these people. Probably the Hausa people. You have the terrorists. You have whoever that they have out. Okay, they have vigilantes that have licensed arms bearing, right? And I asked you that what will your people do? Like, mine come from Akwa Ibom State, and we don't have all of these people. And you said, make I no worry. Say we know how una they take. Do you remember saying something like that? Say we they
yes. Benin are Edo people are always ever ready. Those that we have the Fulani governor who we are waiting to leave. He will leave in a few months. Those are ready anytime.
All right. So even the people not on here, the likes of Udoka Joy says, I also agree with him 100%. No, let me not say Udoka Joy. Nigerians, let's cut the reaction of Nigerians on the comment section. Rita Adams says, Nigeria is already at war. And Oli Mataya says, my brother, we see it clear. I love this your submission. This is exactly what will happen if these old people fail to give us our country back. So no, we all know this. Nobody's living in denial. I'm just putting it out here for everybody for the sake of what we represent and for the sake of following the YouTube guidelines. That's what I'm saying. Please, in your submission going forward, please, let's be very careful. But then again, we say it as it is. Mr. Alex, thank you so very much for your submission. Thank you. Mr. Vi Maxwell, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you so much, Sister Emma. And I would like to say, Mesere or Mesere.
Meserende.
Okay, yeah, ma'am. Good morning to my co-panelists, those in the comment section, and those that are, watching us all over the world. My elder brother, Uncle Pansat, I'm here. I salute you. And day 19. Sister Emma, Collins was asking you that was telling you you don't know how to pronounce Ndibo. Okay, tell him to pronounce Ntojen Mbakara.
That would be if I can even pronounce it myself.
But that is your language. Ntojen.
I understand you loud and clear. I understand you.
Yeah, tell right. Brother Collins to pronounce Ntojen Mbakara. Let's see.
He's going to meet me on the chat. On the chat, we have ample time for discussion and for fun. He's going to meet me on the chat. For newspaper review, we are running out of time. So please, my panelists, please 1 minute, Mr. Vi Maxwell. Please do well to make your submission as brief as possible. I'll be back right here by 1 p.m. Nigerian time on the chat. Let's talk about some things so yesterday I saw where there was big stones. They were stoning some people. Hey, see, watching that video, they almost broke my phone. One of those stones almost broke my phone. I had to keep my phone down. Some people got stones yesterday. Please join me on the chat today by 1 p.m. so that we'll talk about all of these things, which way Nigeria will be happening today. Please join me by 1 p.m. You don't want to miss out. Thank you very much. Mr. Vine, please 3 minutes. Thank you. Let's go.
Thank you so much, Sister Emma. I will align myself with Brother Alex, Brother Collins, and my elder brother, Pansat. Their submission, was very, very good. Straight to the point. The only thing I am going to add today, Sister Emma, is this. There is an adage in Igbo language. They say, "Ebe nwata na-atụ aka na-ebe akwa, ma nne ya nọghị ya, nne ya nọ ya." Where a child is crying and pointing fingers, if the father is not there, the mother is there. This is what I am going to preface. This is where I'm going to preface my submission this morning. You see, Obi is a good man, a good-hearted person, someone who loves to help people, someone who doesn't want people to suffer. As long as he is on top, he wouldn't want people to suffer. But he is going to operate in a very horrible and hostile environment. And what is that hostile environment I'm talking about, System? Is the Constitution. That is where I am. I have been I am a critic. I'm a serious critic about of that 1999 Constitution. If I tell you what happened when that Constitution was shown to Obasanjo at Asorok, you will be surprised, on what Obasanjo said that time. But we were in a hurry to go. That time I was in active service. We were in a hurry to go. Just go with it. Just go with it. He was deceived into taking that constitution. That is where the problem of Nigeria comes from. That constitution is anti-development. It is anti-old southern Nigeria. It keeps a particular region high above the rest. Whatever they decide in the decision-making council or body, which is the National Assembly, is always skewed to them. That is my problem. I have no problem with P2B. If you Nigerians can campaign for a rejection, total rejection of that 1999 Constitution, that could have been better. I will support anything that is going to, bring Nigeria to the, front burner and into a very serious development, so that our people will not be jackpying all the time. I was in Libya when I was doing my counterterrorism course there. I saw Nigerians jackpying all the way to Lampedusa, going through that hostile Agadez desert. That desert, if you don't have water, you will survive the next 4 or 5 hours in that desert. You will not survive. If you go there, you see people within that area, because we were doing our exercises within those areas. You see, these are some of the things our people are crying for. We have politicians, we have foundation that has made it, very, very difficult for our people to see the light of the day, at least to benefit from what God has blessed them with. But they cannot, because of a very horrible, a diabolic booklet that was given to Nigerians. Nigerians cannot make any meaningful progress if that constitution is what is going to be operational in the dispense of whatever that is going to be happening in Nigeria. And no matter who comes in there, that is where my problem is, System. That is where my problem is. That is why I told you that where a child cries and points fingers, if the mother is not there, the father is there. The problem of Nigeria is not individuals. It is not politicians. It is the foundation on which it is being operated upon. Therefore, I agree with Alex. I agree with everybody that have spoken before me. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Van Maxwell. Mr. Choksobibweze, how are you doing today? Mr. Majid, are you in the house?
Yeah. I get you.
Mr. Majid, how are you today?
Yeah, how are you today? Okay, and you?
I'm fine. Thank you. I would like to ask. How is your family? Okay. Have you heard from them? Any updates?
Yeah, I spoke with one of them yesterday. So he said that the military is supposed to come into the town yesterday. But unfortunately, they got to one junction close to our community. So when they get there, they have to return back. So according to him, what they do every night, they have to leave the house and go into the bush to sleep, because in the night they always come, and once they come, they must burn things. So that is normal thing they do. They must burn things down. So it's just like every day in the community, there must be gunshot between them and youth. So it's just like that is a war zone for now, and it's not safe for any young.
That's the military, right?
That's military, right? Huh?
Who are these
Military
people?
Who are these people? What? Military and the Bubago sent by Pope Uzodinma. He say he's looking for those hypop guys that they are the ones disturbing his government. So he hates them with passion. My place happens to be a very centered place for them because we have an oil company, so it's like government attraction. Okay. So anything that is happening in Imo State is 90% sure that it's going to affect my community. It's going to affect it, and it's never
please,
good
do you
for
want
us.
to share? You mind to share?
Huh?
Where's your community?
Where's your community? I wouldn't like to disclose that.
Okay.
But okay. Somewhere around Buta, if anybody knows.
Okay, all right then. I'll allow you to give your submission, and I really wish you and the family all the best. Please keep us updated.
Okay. I'm going to emphasize on Peter Obi. The response he gave to Soludo, that was totally beautiful. That is how to respond to people who think they are very wise. What Peter Obi told us yesterday. That is something that I never knew, that there is someone like Peter Obi. That is like long time goal, long time, long time investment that he did for Anambra. If Anambra had managed that investment, like putting those policy Peter Obi put, that any company that want to invest in Anambra, the government has to buy 10% of their share. So they have to employ also Anambra people, which he said it was around 40% in there. They have to have, government have to have, Anambra people have to have 40%. That is what other countries like Israel has done, and that policy is working so perfectly well for them. A company cannot come to Israel and Israel will allow them stay. Israel government has to buy at least 10% or 30% share from that company. This is how country thrive, with vision. So what he did, those investment, if Anambra had managed it so well, at least Anambra would be much better than any other state, because what Obi did was vision. He saw that he didn't even think about his time, and now they are blaming him for not building hospitals. Okay, you're blaming him for not building those institutions, but he made a policy that could have drive those things by Obiano, and still he also saved money. So this is he has my own kind of vision, because you can't be talking today without talking tomorrow. You have to think about tomorrow, and that is what Obi did. While Charles Soludo is here, castigating him without even knowing that what Peter Obi did in Anambra is something other people pray for. It's unfortunately that some people don't know how to appreciate people, that leaders. That is what they call leader. It is quite unfortunately that somebody like Soludo, who is educated, can encounter such idea made by Peter Obi. So everybody has to understand that government is not all about now. It's tomorrow. It's your vision, what you know you can do. So that's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Majid.
Thank you very much for that, Mr. Majid. Thank you.
Please, if or when you unmute your mic, please do well to turn down every other device or gadgets, please, so we don't have that interference as it did with Mr. Majid's. Please, please do well to turn down every other gadgets device around you when you mute your mic, please. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of my panelists. Thank you. It's been a wonderful broadcast so far. Thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. I really beef the people who gets to have much more fun than me, like Madam Rita. Okay, thank you to each and every one of you, Madam Rita. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Mr. Trump, good to have you on the broadcast. Good to have each and every one of you. Thank you very much. You watching the replay, how are you doing? It's good to have you on here. You're not missing out so much, but try to join us live. But if you can, the broadcast will always be here. But you get a chance to support us even better. Please do want to click on the super thanks. The super thanks is a safe and secure means to support us. If you're watching the replay, please do want to engage this it comes very helpful for us. Your support goes a long way, so please take out time to support us every now and then. Thank you very much, and please like the broadcast. If you are yet to like the broadcast, now is a fine time to like the broadcast. Do want to join us by 1 p.m. Nigerian time on the chat. The chat is going to be happening today. We have lots of discussion. So there is a viral story. Okay, Mr. Ibo's daughter just walked out on a 9 months marriage, marriage that has been, in her words, sweet. It's heaven on earth. I mean, I think that's the first time I'll hear someone throw all that compliment and still go ahead to divorce the man. And there are several stories. What I'm trying to say is, women are walking out. There is this unspoken. There is just this thing going on with the women, the Nigerian women or African women, I would like to say. It is not business as usual anymore. It just goes on to say that we're in a new dispensation. And the man, this broadcast is actually for you people. Are you ready for the kind of woman that we have today in today's world? It's not business as usual. No woman is ready to take all that in the name of culture and tradition. And I don't know if it's a good thing to see, but let's see. We have reactions to catch. Let's also get your reaction. You think this power from these women should be, retrieved with immediate effect, or we like to see this new change? All right, before we go on to that, but please turn on your notification bell. Let's do the chat today by 1 p.m. Mr. Tunanja, how are you doing today?
Yeah, thanks. I'm doing okay. And greetings to you, Emma, and everyone on the panel and chat, and the viewers especially. Yeah, I'm a bit curious about what made you speechless when you were reading this morning's papers. So, but I didn't get to catch that. So that is, I will leave that for now. About Peter Obi, I think I wanted to address that because I was one of those people that was saying that he should be responding to some of all these criticisms that he's been getting. And clearly the response that he gave yesterday, even if he appears very kind of, positive and all the rest, but was very vicious at the same time. And this is the kind of response you need to give. And I like the fact that he's doing that. And you can see that even the people, his supporters, also went along with it because they understand that you have to reply to this. And you can't just keep having people talk about you and you just leave it time, because there are people that are gullible out there that will believe what he has what those people are saying. People generally vote on what happens in their periphery. It's like a subliminal thing, and when they keep hearing bad news about you and you're not responding, then that's what they will go with, and that is where the vote is decided. If you look at even the elections, if you look at the way you win an election is between 1 to 2 million votes out of how many. So you have to always be able to respond and be nimble to all these things. And I'm glad he's responding now. And the tactics he's using is not contradicting his image. And you see, that is very, very important. He's responding in a vicious way, but because what makes you understand that it's vicious is it will make it difficult for Soludo to come back with that kind of gracious response that Peter Obi gave. If he comes out now, everybody will just be asking, what is wrong with you? You see what I mean? That's what makes it vicious. And there are ways to attack your enemy without changing your image. And Peter Obi has managed to kind of navigate that line very cleanly. I was quite impressed. So he should carry on with that. And if Shetima is the next, and whoever comes at him, if they come at him, he comes at them in a way that disarms them, prevents them from repeating the same thing again, and without changing his image. He is still the nice guy. You see what I mean? And that is the trick Obama had to negotiate. If you want to win an election, you always have to be ready to be vicious yourself. People like to think that he's just being nice. Not being nice, he's actually being vicious to Soludo. What just happened there? You see what I mean? So, and that is how it's supposed to be. But regarding the earlier conversation about what Alex was saying, I hear the passion in his voice. Clearly, you were able to detect that he was in Nigeria. The pain that you feel when you're in Nigeria there. But advocating violence, we have to be careful about doing that. Because for me, it's very vivid in my mind when people say that. I know the consequences of what that will entail. I don't want to see a Nigerian's one single strand of their hair being removed without due cause. And for our women and children to be subject to such terror. You know what the Bible once said, woe unto them that are with child in the day of lamentation. And when we advocate this type of things, we don't seem to understand the true gravity of what we are saying.
Could you tell us one phrase where he advocated violence? Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask Miss Ima that I want to respond to him when he's done.
He actually used the word. Come on, why are we saying he?
Miss Ima, please, I want to respond to him.
This thing. He actually used the word. Am I in an alternate universe here?
No, just tell us how he advocated violence. Just tell us.
He actually used the word violence.
Can I respond to him? Miss Ima, please, can I respond to him
right now?
All right, gentlemen. All right,
gentlemen. Say violence right now.
Please,
no, he actually used it in terms of
Miss Ima, can I respond to him, please?
If the election goes the way he doesn't expect.
Mr. Tunanja.
Yes, go ahead.
You've called for Mr. Alex's attention, so please allow him respond. And please let it not be a rowdy section. Let's have them iron this out, please.
Thank you. What do we call violence? Behind my backyard here, Fulanis are raping and killing women, and we try to put up a defense. Deborah was killed, broad daylight, recorded. There's no justice. What do you call violence? As we speak, we can't travel on our express road, and people are killing people, kidnapping people, collecting ransom. Your federal government is giving them weapons. Politicians in the cabinet are running a cartel of killers. What do you call violence? I should wait for them to round up my father's house and cut his head and cry to you on the media? Is that what you're talking about? My brother, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Nigeria has not happened to you. You are in your comfort zone. Trust me. If next year election do not go, if we feel that we have been cheated out of that next year's election, kiss Nigeria goodbye. Say that to your friends and take that to the bank. You will be paid. Nationwide, you can't go anywhere. Airline tickets that used to be 18,000 from Benin to Lagos is now 100,000. How do you explain? Because the roads are taking over. Is that not violence from the government? Where are these killers from? Why are they not arrested? Yet, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and given all sorts of, charges. And killers are going scot-free with AK-47. Do you know how much it is to get AK-47? It's not a poor man's business. This is a politician business. They throw the country in disarray and loot money and borrow money, kill women, rape farmers, collect lands, have governors who are working with them, promise them stupid things to kill their people. Unfortunately, my governor is one of them. Is this no violence? So we should keep quiet and cry to the United Nations as fools. The same United Nations that come to collect oil in our backyard in the name of oil companies that will never serve justice. Please, to Nigeria, if you've done your submission, just go home, please.
So
leave Nigeria to those who are feeling the pains.
See, if you think I don't feel your own pain, then maybe I'm feeling exactly the same way. But I know the frustration that Nigerians are going through. And if you think I don't feel like, okay, you know what? Let's just burn the whole thing down, clear off a generation of people so that the next generation will build from scratch. Believe you me, I've had that impulse, those are impulses, because I've seen it happen in other countries where they decimated millions deliberately, knowing full well that these people are worth the price to pay for the nation to move forward. And it worked in those cases. So if you tell me
that is why we are getting our PVC and advocating for Peter Obi. I didn't say they should burn the country now. I'm talking about if we perceive that they want to enslave us again for another 8 years, it won't work this time. It won't work. We've tested it during the NSAS and we know what to do. We are better prepared now. Trust me. Trust me, my dear brother.
What I'm saying is that if you have, see, the reason why I turn away from that is because right now we are like a house surrounded by
walls. Why are you not addressing the killing of Deborah? Why are you not addressing it? Why are you quiet about that?
I've addressed it now.
No, you've not. You brought it aside.
The one where she was killed because of Sharia.
And what did your peaceful government do about it up to now? The family is still in pain.
Exactly.
The Kaduna train that was kidnapped. Why are you not addressing it?
Excuse me, please. I want to ask a question, Mr. Tunaija. You think that Nigerians, as a Nigerian, I'm speaking, you think that if Peter Obi does not emerge president come next year's election, you think that large percent of Nigerians would want to sit on either APC or PDP's government?
I personally, I don't know how they will behave when that happens. It depends on the way it happens, isn't it? So if they felt that that's obviously like the way Abiola was treated, there will be price to pay. But if somebody won it fair and square, then you have to rein yourself in. And as much as you don't like it, this is a democracy. It's the only peaceful transfer of power that we have. Anything else is anarchy. Believe you me, you will not like the alternative. You see what I mean? So we have to be careful. Some of the things you're saying. What I'm saying here.
No, I'm not. It has nothing to do with Mr. Alexis, what Mr. Alexis is saying or not. You said something that made me to ask you this question. You think Nigerians are happy, or Nigerians, still have whatever it is to keep, forbearing? If the likes of Tinubu comes to continue from Buhari's legacy, what legacy are we talking about?
The way I see it is that we have to.
All right.
See, physically on the ground in Nigeria, if I ask anybody in Nigeria physically on the ground, apart from security, would they say physical infrastructure-wise and everything else has improved in Nigeria? Many people, if they are being straight, they will tell you that yes, physically things have improved on the ground in Nigeria. They have more train lines, they have more roads, they have more stuff, they have more of it. So, yes.
I'd rather give this submission to. Okay, you know what? Let's just.
I'm just trying to go to the point why I said about the violent part. I'm saying that
Mr. Tunaija, Nigeria has only improved on the media for you. For me, it's an audio improvement.
The answer I want to give you, Alex, is that if you are so capable, I'm so passionate about these things, go in there right now. And get involved.
The same way NSAS was mocked me, no problem. But you will hear the results.
See, what I'm saying to you is that if you are so passionate about the people right now, get involved in the politics.
I'm involved. Yes, I'm involved. But I'm involved. I'm involved as an electorate. I'm involved.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Please let's move on from this. And
I think he needs to get into off.
What he's doing now is politics. I think what he's doing now is also involving in it. So
Mr. Collins,
need people that are that passionate in office.
Please take some time off. Let's move on from this. By 1 p.m. we have the chat, and do also remember that you have discussions every evening. So please let's take the discussions to the evenings, please. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for always availing yourself on here. Thank you very much. I'll move quickly to to those on the comment section. Antoniola says, I support Peter Obi, but I only have one vote. You cannot say you will be violent if Peter Obi doesn't win a free and fair election. All right. Michael, I always would love to take your comments, but all right. Kingsley says Nigerians want a change, and APC PDP cannot give that change. Okay, let's take this. Okay, Anthony says, be passionate, but don't advocate violence. Advocating burning Nigeria down is violence. All right. Thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Each and every one of you watching live, to my amazing panelists on here. Thank you to each and every one of you who've come to the close of the show. Yes, Mr. Passat, let's have you give your final submission in 1 minute. In 1 minute to each.
Emma, what have I done to you, please?
All right, let's go.
My brother Chooks hasn't spoken yet, and that's an eye.
Oh,
there.
Okay. There's Ivan. If okay. Oh dear. Okay. Hello. Wow, Mr. Ivan. Mr. Ivan or Lady Ivan, I don't know. Okay, I don't think you are available, but if you're available, please talk to me on the private chat. I'll give you time to speak. Okay, Mr. Pansat, let's go.
Mr. Chooks is here, and he's the one actually raising his voice. Chooks, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, well, let's Chooks go, then I will conclude.
Good morning, Emma. Good morning, fellow panelists and our viewers and those on the comment section. Yeah, it's nobody is advocating violence, but we're just warning the government. We've had enough of their violence, because some people were saying we're advocating violence and we're advocating violence. What is happening to us today is violence. Take it from every angle. When the government, who you entrusted all your power, is starving you, making you poorer every day, that is pure violence. Violence is not just coming to hit somebody or kill somebody. No. There's all kinds of violence that Nigerians are facing. Look at what is happening in Nigeria, and more than 30 private jets landed in Jos yesterday. Within them, they are stoning each other. It's we are taking this as a joke. It is no more a joke. These people, I think they want to make Dino Melaye a prophet, because I actually heard him said that, I think 3-4 years ago, that when it will come, there will be no hiding place for anybody. And I want to assure everybody is tired. If people don't have that sensitivity, right? This election is the only hope we have. Everybody that you see coming down today is because of this election that is coming, that is around the corner. And let me say this, I always say this, INEC and their cronies, we are not going to take any no for an answer. You better come out clean and conduct the election clean. Anything short of that, this is not those years when you do what you want. Right now, it's a technological thing. So whatever you know, Nigerians know it better than you. Look at the kind of statement the man they put on TV yesterday, because his name is not worthy of mentioning, was saying something the old registration, you never clean it up. He is trying to tell us that all these errors come from before 2019. Who cares? After election, what is their job? Their job is to maintain that electoral register 24 hours of the day. And he is not ashamed to come to Nigerians to tell them that we should help him clean up. Help him in what sense? Look, if we must say the truth, and all those who are saying people are advocating violence here, I don't see any violence there. There's no single violence. What we are saying is, do the right thing. If you fail to do the right thing, we are not going to agree with you. That is as simple as ABCD. The killings happening all over Nigeria today, we know how it started. It started because we are keeping quiet. It started because we are keeping quiet. We are no longer going to keep quiet again. It is not happening. As far as we are motivating people to have their PVC, we are telling them that if they fail to recognize our PVCs, we are going to do it in a different way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this is happening. Look at hunger is everywhere, and people are coming to park more than 30 private jets. If our roads are good, most of the people will travel by road. Why are they not traveling by road? And people are saying we're advocating violence. There is no violence in this. We are just telling them we are tired of listening to them, looking at them doing whatever they want with our efforts. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen. Most of us shouldn't be here. Why are we here? We are paying thousands for our electricity. There's no electricity. So let us not, continue to say we're advocating. If we want to do the right thing, when the government gets it wrong, let us talk. Let us talk. They're getting it wrong right now. For INEC to say we, the people who are paying their salary, should turn around again and do the job. That is insulting to Nigerians. I yield here. Thank you.
Mr. Chooks, apologies for earlier, and thank you very much. Mr. Ife, I don't know if you're available, but please do have to join us by 1 p.m. Nigerian time today. Let us continue the conversation. To my panelists, please, you have 30 minutes to give your final submission. All right.
30 minutes. That's
30
very good.
minutes.
Thank
That's
you.
a lot. Oh.
Thank you. No, we need it. Thank you, Ima. You are very kind. You are very kind, oh. Thank you.
Mr. Alex, I know. But please, each and every one of you, join me by 1 p.m. Let's continue the conversation. I promise you, I want to give you the timing, the usual timing, okay? Mr. Pansat, please, let's go.
Thank you very much. And erudite panelists, you did very well.
Right.
And of course, I would say bye to the sweetest mom of all, Mommy Diaspora. Your hard work here, it's unassailable. So make I just tighten up a couple of loose ends. Without objection, I would like to extend my remarks to 2 minutes because I want to tighten up those loose ends. Okay, haven't had no objection. To Niger, the point that you keep leaving out that if with Mr. Alex submission here, Mr. Alex is not a newbie on this panel. We know who he is. He's not the kind of person that's going to come in here advocating violence. So he says, if you come to kill my family, my neighbors, my countrymen, that we're not just waiting to sue you. That's what he's saying. If. The if is qualitative, that's the main thing. I don't think you're going to disagree with that. But having said that, let me first of all thank you for your earlier remark. The very first thing you said here was on the money. You can't believe how proud it made me to hear you give credit to Peter Obi's handling of his opponents, and you elucidated it very well. I was so proud because that is one of the key things. The first time I saw you, I said, we are going to need you, Mr. 2 Niger. If you change your name to 1 Niger, it's going to be even better. We don't need 2 Niger, the haves and the have-nots, the Muslims and the Christians, Northerners and Southerners. We need 1 Niger. Fairness. So having said that, let me then go to my main thing. I'll use a minute to do that. My fellow Nigerians, this is no day for Buhari hand or government hand or anybody hand, Igbo's hand, Yoruba hand, Muslim hand, army hand. It's there for your hand. Governance is a known phenomenon. If you know what it is, me, I know what it be. To have a good country, you need a truly democratic system. One man, one vote. One person, one vote. You need an election system where political contributions are publicly funded or capped. We haven't gotten there, but we need to go there. We need separation of powers, a system of checks and balances. We need independent press. We need where the rule of law matters.
Well, Mr. Pastor, that's as much as we can take from you. Thank you very much.
I'm almost concluding. Would you just give me a minute? That's just these are simple things. I want make the check them off. I beg I just take 30 seconds to finish. We need that rule of law. It matters, right? We need significant investment in shared infrastructure. So when they choose who's going to rule us, these are things you have to check off. We need a fair and just legal court prison system, equal access to data and information, diversity in backgrounds and opinions, broad and equal guaranteed human and civil rights,
Mr.
liberty, freedom. Yeah,
all
it's
right.
almost a sin to stop me here.
I'll see you by 1 p.m., Mr. Pastor. I'm moving on to some of the person. You finish up when you come on the chat. Thank you very much.
All right. By the way, thank you very much. I will see you next.
You're welcome, Mr. Pastor. Mr. Collins, let's have you 30 seconds, please.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I just want to thank the last speaker and also Mr. Chus. I think he made a very good point on what Mr. Les said. He's not promoting anything violent because the situation we find ourselves is already violent. So the government have been violent to their citizens for day one. So it's because of we've been keeping quiet. So the government took it for granted. Look at what is happening in China. Since yesterday, people are rioting, people are doing things just that because Nigeria have kept quiet long and our government took us for granted. Even for government not respect their own constitutional right, constitution is also violent to their own citizens. So I think if we are talking, we have every right because they made us to who we are today. So we have every right to agitate. We have every right to protest. So when we are speaking with the voice we are using, we are not violent because the government made us that way. So we have to speak in that manner they'll be able to understand. So if we are not speaking with that language, I don't think they will understand. So we have to speak with the language they understand. Because if we are speaking with, peaceful mind, we are not going anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Mr. Alex? Mr. Alex, please just stick to your submission.
Yes, please. I want to be the last person. Let them go. Thank you.
Mr. Van Maxwell.
Thank you so much, Sister Emma. And I will only use this opportunity to thank Niger Watch, Sister Emma, Sister Kachi, wherever she is, Mame Diaspora. May God bless you people for bringing out this kind of platform that has allowed someone like me from Ghana to express my opinion, concerning Nigeria. May God bless you people and may God continue to protect you in that violent country. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Van Maxwell. My country will soon be better. Mr. Chooks, let's have a submission, sir. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, thank you once again. I just want to use this opportunity to tell all the obedience, go get your PVC. Let's do our own bit of the voting and the preparing our principle, to make sure that we get there, like everybody said, nobody is advocating violence, but what is happening in Nigeria is completely, taking everybody to another level. We see our oil being stolen, everything, and yet those people who are doing this are feeling that we can't do anything. The impunity, it gets under my skin. I cannot, like I said here before, I'm always still living in Europe because I cannot be in a country I call mine and I've been discriminated against and I've been treated as nothing. It is better those people, some of us feel they are our enemy, treat me that way than because I'm living in their own country, than me living in my own country and sleeping in the bush because they sent this military to my own community to chase me away. Please, everybody go get your PVC, be ready to vote, be ready to defend that vote. We all is behind you, are behind you. Thank you.
Mr. Chooks, even God says that it is better to sleep on the roof than to stay in the same house with a nagging woman. Thank you very much for your submission. Mr. Majid, let's have you in 30 seconds, please.
In my 30 seconds. Let me just say this. I want to say something. For the past 1 week now, or let's just say for the past 3 days that I've been more constantly here, I've witnessed some kind of attack in each other, and it's not really, it's not really good for this platform. You might have to. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to teach you your job, but I think you have to be more because it's becoming more often that people will attack each other. If actually everybody will not agree on your opinion or submission the way you want it. So if somebody wants to, respond to what you said, you allow that person to finish, then you can respond. But I think everybody talking same time in this platform is not really making sense. This platform is like we bring out what we are experiencing in our communities, and we share it to everybody know that this kind of thing is happening. You get? So we don't have to agree in each other's submission all the time. You can encounter mine, I can encounter yours, but let us not just make it personal. You respond if you want to respond, don't attack someone. You bring solution to whatever submission that person has given. If you don't agree with his way, you can find another way to kind of respond that will not make him feel like you're trying to attack him personally or his opinion. You bring a solution or another way. So let's just solve this thing. It's making me uncomfortable. Sorry to say, because it's becoming a little bit toxic, a little bit. I don't want to use the word, but that is how it's becoming here. So let everybody know how to address each other. Let's respect each other's opinion. We can't force each other's opinion on everybody. And this is what our politicians do. They try to force their opinion, force their self on us. Don't force me to accept what I don't want. You might be going through anything you're going through in your community. Everybody is going the same. Do not make it look as you're investing your emotion when you're talking. Just lay your, let everybody hear you, but do not make it look as if every other person is not passing through or nobody is understanding you. I'm passing through the same things in my community, but I'm not making it look as if I'm attacking anybody. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that, Mr. Majid. Thank you. Mr. Tunaija.
Thanks thanks. Yeah. I think that this thing, when we are so passionate about the country, we should be trying to get into the corridors of ourselves, knowing full well the sacrifices that will be required. I don't want anybody going there just to go and repeat the same thing these current crop of politicians have done. Also, I like what Peter Obi has done, and I think he has energized his followers. He has kind of regained the momentum, and I don't think anybody will be coming at him anytime soon, given the way he responded to Soludo. And about in terms of the way the show has been hosted, I think yours is one of the best sessions because you actually allow people to sometimes talk to each other, even if sometimes it comes across as a bit bruising, but I don't think it's anything that we cannot handle. Believe you me, people are going through wars on the ground. I don't understand why we cannot take a bit of criticism. I can take it, and I hope others can take it too, because we have to be able to express ourselves, even at risk of making a fool of ourselves. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tunaija. Thank you. And Dr. Gomez, thank you very much for your submissions and for your donations to each and every one of you that has taken out time to support us. God bless you big time. God bless you. God will pamper you. Thank you very much to each and every one of you. Thank you. God bless you. The Progressives NG, I have included your name on that in that prayer. Thank you. God bless you. Please, if you are yet to, you still have a chance to support us before this broadcast is over. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex. Okay, so Mr. Alex, before you give your submission, let me quickly turn on my disclaimer notice. No, Mr. Alex, don't go ahead.
Why? I did not attack anybody. Maybe you don't know me. This is how I talk. I am very polite and responsible person, but I try also to be honest. History will judge us. Our grandchildren will read and we stumble upon these videos. They will see our contributions. Nobody is bad. Nobody is evil. It's a debate. Debates are even more aggressive than this. Sometimes in live programs, people fight on debate because of what is at stake, the children's future. No electricity. The schools were shut down for 8 months. No, the country is not motorable. Leaders are amassing wealth, showcasing wealth on social media. You know, there is massive corruption everywhere. Snakes and tigers are swallowing money. We are speaking not for ourselves. We are speaking for the country, for the people, for the diasporans. So sometimes a lot of us cannot talk the same way. We have different DNA. So do not mistake my way of talking, my modus operandi or vivendi for violence or for attack on people. I love Mr. Tunaja. I love everybody here, even if you don't agree with me or I don't agree with it. It has nothing to do with our reality. The point is that Nigerians are going through a lot. Look at the UK now. They want to start deporting our doctors and our nurses because it's much. America will soon start deporting too. They are also discussing it. Look at different countries. It's as a result of recklessness of leaders. So Alex was not in Plateau State. Niger was not there. But people are stoning politicians. They are stoning two-term governor Bola Tinubu. How do you explain that? Is that not frustration? Is that not frustration, guys? Miss Ima and Miss Kati were not there when the stones were going on. Who started that violence there? Because the suffering, the poverty, it's easy to talk when you live abroad, when you see 24 hours electricity, when you have security, you open your windows and you sleep. But what about those down here? So let's be trying to be sensitive to the plight of those who left. Thank you.
Mr. Alex, so you, who started the violence there? Who started it?
The citizens, the villagers, the common Nigerians.
The politicians.
They are tired.
They press it upon themselves.
No. You think yes. Let me explain that part for you. Let me explain that part.
I'm sorry. No, let's do this by 1 p.m. Please, let me just draw your appetite. Join me by 1 p.m. Let's have all of this conversation and much more. Mr. Alex, I promise you will have the floor when you come in. So we'll begin with you if you come in early. So please, let's leave it at that. Don't finish your statement. A big thank you to each and every one of you donating. See, I love this new method of donating with submission or submitting with donations. I just love it. You just know Igbo people when they're in the building, don't you? All right, thank you very much to all of my people on here. Thank you. Let's meet by 1 p.m. please. We have the chat by 1 p.m. and I promise it's going to I promise you it's going to be a good one. I look forward to having each and every one of you. Thank you for today. Today was a good one. Brother Nice, where are you? Don't let me look for you, Brother Nice. You see me there. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you by 1 p.m. Please turn on your notification bell if you are yet to support us. Do well to support us, please. And you watching the replay, how you doing? Please like this broadcast and also do well to support us. Thank you very much. Thank you to each and every one of you. Oh dear. I'm really trying to run off the broadcast, but it is refusing to go off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you by 1 p.m. Please do also turn on your notification bell. See you soon. Bye for now.